Intercessors, watchmen, prayer warriors. This is a call to arms. The enemy is trying to change the times and the laws. He's trying to instigate World War III with principalities and powers raging in the Middle East, in Europe, and other parts of the world. Make no mistake, the world stands at a precipice, teetering on the edge of unprecedented global conflict. The escalation of hostilities between Russia and Ukraine has reached alarming heights, with reports indicating that Russia has launched intercontinental ballistic missiles targeting Ukrainian infrastructure. Now, this marks a significant and dangerous escalation in the conflict, bringing the specter of nuclear war into sharp focus. Believe me, World War III has the not only potential, but the reality of bringing the worst ever carnage, the most devastating effects of any war this world has ever seen. At the same time, the Middle East is engulfed in turmoil. The ongoing war between Israel and Hamas has intensified, drawing in neighboring countries and threatening to ignite a broader regional conflict. Israel is bordered by enemies. In Lebanon, clashes between Israeli forces and Hezbollah appear to be winding down, though Iran sees the ceasefire as an opportunity to regroup. Meanwhile, in Asia, tensions are mounting as China continues to assert its claims over Taiwan, conducting military exercises that have raised alarms about a potential invasion. Let's not forget the vision that I had when I was in Taiwan of China invading. I believe it's a matter of when, rather, not a matter of if. North Korea's persistent missile tests and nuclear ambitions are further destabilizing the region and posing a threat to global security. And by the way, North Korea has aligned itself with Russia. Can you see how the lines have been drawn? Now, Africa is not spared from conflict, with the civil war in Sudan causing widespread devastation and displacement. The Sahel region continues to grapple with Islamist insurgencies. We just saw Islamists take hostages in Syria. This is really it's beyond out of control. We need to shut it down in prayer. There's significant loss of life already. Humanitarian crises are getting worse. These are the wars and rumors of wars, pestilence, famines, earthquakes. We are in the end times. These concurrent conflicts creating a volatile global environment reminiscent of the conditions that led to previous world wars. Look at the patterns, look at the history. And the potential for these regional wars to intertwine and escalate into a global conflagration is sobering, and we've got to confront it in the spirit, because Satan is pulling strings. This is the genesis of it. It's not really flesh and blood. It is principalities and powers and rulers of the darkness and spiritual wickedness in high places. The prospect of World War III, especially with the involvement of nuclear armed states, is absolutely terrifying. The use of nuclear weapons would result in unparalleled destruction, loss of life, long-term environmental consequences. The world would never be the same again till the new heaven and new earth when Jesus comes back. Cities could be obliterated in the blink of an eye, economies shattered almost irreconcilably. You think it was something when Japan had, when we bombed Japan. Listen, that's nothing compared to what would happen in a World War III. Every fabric of society could be torn apart. The humanitarian crisis that would ensue is beyond comprehension, with millions displaced, healthcare systems overwhelmed, and a breakdown of law and order. This is what the enemy wants. I'm not afraid, but I do have an urgency in my spirit. I know we have authority. The enemy wants to change the time and laws, but we can stand firm. The Apostle Paul warned us of perilous times in the last days, and we're witnessing these unfolding times right before our eyes. It's becoming a daily reality. Yet amid all this chaos, we are called to be intercessors, standing in the gap and seeing God's mercy and intervention. This month with Awakening Prayer Hubs, our assignment is pushing back World War III. I want you to join us. Launch a hub, join a hub, sponsor a hub. Do what you got to do to get involved. If you want to pray the prayer points with us, you're more than welcome to join our monthly prayer broadcast, our Zoom. You can do that. You can sign up at jenniferleclaire.org/events. But I want many of you to launch a hub in your city and your nation. We are in over 100 nations and we're waiting for you. Our vision is souls saved, churches revived, nations awakened. We're looking for a prayer hub leader in every city in every nation of the world, not just every nation, every city, because we need boots on the ground. So please go pray the prayer points, awakeningprayerhubs.com/global prayer room, but go deeper. Join with us. Join the Zoom, jenniferleclaire.org/events. Join the movement, awakeningprayerhubs.com/new. If you're in a third world country, we may have a sponsor available for you. You're going to get trained every month, Q&As every month, prayer themes every month. However involved you want to get, we want you on board as a prayer hub leader. We're training our prayer hub leaders with militant intercession, and we are going deep. We're going to see God's kingdom come, his will done in the earth as it is in heaven. God bless you. Have a breakthrough day.
The whole world is in crisis, and the signs of the times are accelerating. We're in a hinge moment in history, and the enemy knows his time is short. But in 2007, God woke me up after midnight and spoke to my heart about a third great awakening. Now, we're closer than we've ever been before. That's why I'm calling 1 million revival-minded intercessors to join me in making a new appeal to heaven. I'm calling remnant prayer warriors to gather in one accord to push back the darkness that's invading our churches, our families, and our nations. The enemy is raging. The great falling away is underway, but God always responds to united prayer and fasting. Join me and intercessors in over 100 nations at Awakening Prayer Hubs. Together, we can change the course of history. AwakeningPrayerHubs.com. Join the movement.